Well, hello and happy Monday. Here we are, the last week of February. I hope you have been a blessing to so many, and I hope you have had a blessed February. Oh my gosh. Just want to remind you all, we are absolutely the hope givers, the dream builders, the vision casters. And it is truly up to us to be boss babes, to be those amazing leaders in our own businesses, to get out there and just share Mary Kay with so many people who need it, right? What problem can you solve today? So I just challenge you to pick one or two products and just go to town, you guys. Know it inside and out, know how it helps people. And again, I'm going to just share with you that there's a reason we focus on skincare. There's a reason that 22 years ago, when I thought I knew more than the people in Mary Kay, and I wanted to finish every party with full color and was selling, a $6 eyeshadow, I finally realized that maybe they knew a little more than me, and maybe skincare was where it was at, even though I love makeup. I love, not necessarily, I don't love wearing makeup, but I love helping people with their makeup. So I want you to remember that our company is a skincare company. Skincare is where it's at. Skin is in. And I'm going to tell you statistically, the loyalty you get from your customers is going to come from skincare customers. Skincare customers will be way more loyal to you than somebody that's just getting a mascara or an eyeliner. There's really no loyalty investment in an eyeliner or a lipstick, but they are going to absolutely have loyalty to you with skincare. So I urge you, I beg you, I plead with you to get really great at building your skincare customer base, because those are the people that will reorder time and time again, and they are going to be where you're going to want them to be. Trust me on this one. The second thing I want to share with you is that that I have registered for the Spanish language career conference in Anaheim. It is the last weekend of March, and I'll be there figuring out how to understand Spanish. But I hope that those of you, especially that are Spanish speakers in our unit, make sure you get registered by Friday. The 28th is the last day to register. And I will see you in Anaheim. So let's get going, right? Let's get going to Anaheim. And then I just wanted to post or share one last thing, because I posted about seminar affiliation realignment. So there is going to be no more Ruby seminar. And that is just because we've had so many nationals retire, so many more going into the Mary Kay National area. And we're just at a place, they did it a long time ago. We got rid of Pearl Seminar. And so then everybody in Pearl had to trickle into the other ones, and they kind of shuffled people around. I remember some amazing nationals that I knew personally that left Emerald and went to different seminars. And some of my favorite nationals, like Lily Gotro, you guys have heard me talk about Lily so many times. She had adopted me before Ari did. She was from California, and she was Ruby. Well, she's Emerald now, and Ari Hathaway is now Sapphire. We were supposed to get an email. I know a lot of directors got emails today letting them know where they were at. I don't know if we're staying Emerald. I don't know if we're moving. I just don't know. And so I did not get an email today. So I don't have an answer for you guys as far as that goes, but I just wanted to let you know that we may be changing. So I wanted you to kind of have a heads up. This year at Seminar in Charlotte, North Carolina in July, we will be Emerald. Everybody will still be where they are right now. The new changes won't take place until July 1st. For next year, for the 2026. I'm kind of excited. It gives us a chance. Like, we'll just see. There's just going to be lots of changes. All that is new girlfriends to me. New girlfriends, people that I get to be surrounded by that maybe I don't see all the time. So kind of exciting. And yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So I am going to, let's see, share screen. We are going to get started tonight with, oh my goodness gracious, it changed on me. Hold on. Oh, please. I had it all ready to go. Thank you for your patience. Let's see. Okay, so tonight we are going to be getting trained by Bridget Shaw, National Sales Director Bridget Shaw. Why isn't she coming? I just had it all queued and ready to go. And here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay, here we go with Bridget Shaw. So I hope you have your Boss Babes packet ready for notes, and let's go.
Hey, everybody. Hi. Oh, wow. I am so excited to be with you. My name is Bridget Shaw, National Sales Director. And when I got the call from Karen to be one of the speakers for Boss Babes 2025 and Blazing the Trail edition, of course I said yes, because this program has just been so valuable for so many people. And so, yes, again, Karen, thank you for putting out and producing this amazing program. So you guys, let me tell you, when I started my Mary Kay business, I was in my 20s. My husband and I were both finishing up degrees. I was finishing my accounting degree. He was in seminary. We were both working full-time jobs. We had a 1-year-old. And so we had to figure out how to make a lot of things work. I met National Sales Director Emeritus Kathy Halou while I was on vacation. And I was in the midst of trying to figure out life. You know, I wanted more. I wanted more money. I wanted flexibility and friends, all the things that Mary Kay had to offer. I just didn't know anything about Mary Kay. And so when she approached me, it was almost like a fast no, but I'm so grateful that my husband was there and nudged me and said, you should try this business because it has become very much a family business. And so I will tell you that when I came home to start my business, I found that there was a little hiccup for me. And this was my blazing of the trail, you guys. My hiccup was that I worked from 3 until 11 because I went to school in the morning. And my husband worked midnight because he went to school in the morning so that someone would be there with Kayla after, I guess it was aftercare, daycare, something, I don't know. But anyway, and so our schedules were not traditional. And at that time, everything that was done for training and for recognition, all the things that were in place to build a business, those things happened while I was at work. And so we had to create a way for me to stay connected. And it really came down to sheer will and desire. I'm so grateful that my recruiter was able to paint a vision of what Mary Kay would do for my family. I'm so grateful that my adoptive sales director, Agnes Stewart at the time, taught me how to create an anchor and hold on. And what I mean by that is, I created a desire and a goal board of what it was I wanted from my Mary Kay business. And I so wanted to be able to work full time and to bring home an executive income. And so the visualization of that anchor was that whenever things didn't feel like they were going the way I wanted them to go, I was anchored. And then the vision part of what Mary Kay had to offer, my recruiter, her lifestyle Her beliefs were aligned with mine. God first, family second, career third, just like Mary Kay, the business, opportunity, the model. And so all of those things created a very strong desire for me. So what I'm saying is, as you're blazing the trail for your business, you've got to figure out what it is that you really, really, really want. And that way you become unshakable, right? Because when you're building a business, you're going to have unexpected things that will come up. And that is when you need an anchor. And so for me, in blazing this trail of figuring out how to work my business and stay connected, even though I was unable to go to events, I had to find different ways. And so I had to find a way to stay plugged into my leader. So you can imagine there were a lot of phone calls, there were a lot of emails going out. Whenever I held an appointment, I would call her after the appointment, tell her the things that I love, tell her the things that I wanted to change. We do a little quick tweak and I'd go back out in the field again and work. And so really, I had to figure out how to stay connected, even though I wasn't going to the success meeting. I listened to a lot of CDs and tapes. Oh my gosh, I'm aging myself, but you guys know what I mean. I listened to a lot of training segments from people who were where I wanted to be. Anytime the company offers an opportunity for you to be in front of people who are really blazing the trail with their businesses, that is what I mean when I say plug in to your leader and those who are where you want to be. Next, I had to create a tight schedule because I was in school, so I had to study. I had time with my child. I was working full time. And so a tight schedule for me was if I was going to go to a success meeting, I had that time blocked out. And, if I was going to hold a class or a party, I had that time blocked out. And when there was Bible study, I had that time blocked out, right? So my schedule was tight. When I said I was going to do something, I was doing it. If I had a party that canceled, I would then do customer care calls or a sell-a-thon. I used to call it a sell-a-thon. So in that hour time that I would have been doing a party, I would instead do a sell-a-thon and do customer care calls or selling games with my customers. But if it was a time for me to work, I was going to work. If it was a time for me to play, I was going to play with no regrets because my schedule was always so tight. I always stayed organized. That's my next point. Stay organized. Let me tell you, one of my girlfriends would always say, stay ready so you don't have to get ready, right? And so I always had my trays. This sounds really small, but it was such a big deal for someone who had such a busy schedule. But I always had my trays ready to go. I always had my starter kit cleaned and ready to go. When I came home from one party, I took the time to set it up for the next party. And so when it was time to go, I didn't have to get it ready. I could just pick it up and leave. I kept my products organized. Now listen, I'm not telling you that you need to spend hours organizing product because as quick as I was organizing it, it was leaving my shelf as well. But I kept things organized. I kept things in place. If someone wanted to stop by, there was a visual that they could see all the products that I have. And it was a lot of times that I would upsell. So it was just a matter of me staying organized and ready at all times. And then I was very disciplined. I kind of touched on that already. Sometimes I worked 2 hours a week, and then I was eventually able to move it up to 4 hours a week. And eventually I got up to probably as much as 15 hours a week, working my business very, very part-time. And so when I say you have to be disciplined with your time, that's what I mean, you guys. Blazing the trail in a business when you've never seen another person in your family be an entrepreneur, when you're not really able to be in the same city as your recruiter. Discipline with your time is crucial because we can get inside of our heads and we can start to be resentful of the time that we're spending building our businesses. Or when we're having playtime or free time with our family, we're worried about what we should be doing in our businesses. And that's not how it works. And so the discipline for me was really strict. I say strict, but not, it was in a weekly plan sheet. It was always listed. My family knew what I was going to be doing, when I was going to be doing it. And that way, we could organize our life around, my schedule of school, work, building a Mary Kay business, it was all in one place so that we could organize and be disciplined with it. And it passed on to my children. They were able to create that same kind of discipline and tight schedule for their lives in school and sports and things like that. And then that just trickles right on down to what I was going to share next. Include your family in everything. Everything. My kids were able to help me put labels on the back of my products. They were able to help me bag the products. They knew that, we were working towards a fabulous trip for the family, or we were working on a new electronic device for the family. So they always felt like they were connected. But in that process of helping the family to build our Mary Kay business, they got a lot of skill sets that they're able to use today. So when I think about blazing a trail for you as a beauty consultant, it is really going to be whatever you have to do that is different, that looks different from the way it's being laid out. Right now, it might be the fun of being able to work your business and do it in person, and at the same time have someone else that's watching and they're virtual. I love working that way. I used to take a facial with me to a party. Now I can do a party in someone's home and then set it up where I have someone else that is watching virtually and building. Just being able to create different ways. And as you do that in selling the product, people who are watching you are also going to start to think, wow, this is going to be something that I can create and put into my life, and I can work this differently for me. So not only are you going to be selling product and building customers, but by blazing this trail of doing things differently, the way that it fits your family, you're also going to be able to teach another woman how to build a business for her family. Okay? So I'm just telling you, be a boss babe, be a bad chick, blaze a trail, and do it the way you need to do it to have an incredible Mary Kay journey. Hey, everybody. Hi.
Whoops.
Oh, wow. I am so excited to be with you. My name is Bridget Shaw, National Sales Director.
Restarted. Okay, so what were your takeaways from that? I love Bridget Shaw. I got to spend some time with her in Destin, Florida, and her amazing daughter just earned her Cadillac. So she was talking about in the very beginning when she was trying to rearrange her schedule with her husband to make sure somebody was always home with their daughter. That was Kayla. She just earned her pink Cadillac. She's a Mary Kay director, and I got to spend time with both of them. So I love that. I love that. I wish she would have told us a little bit more about like how her business changed as she became a national. That would have been kind of fun because I don't know that. I don't know that about her either. I did love what she said about creating an anchor. And that's when we talk about having your why, that's knowing the reason that you're doing this, because on those days when things get tough, on those days when you are procrastinating, you know who you are, for me, like my kitchen gets real clean or the laundry is like super great and done. There's lots of ways, especially when you work from home, how you can procrastinate instead of being out and getting new leads, getting in the places that you need to be to get new customers. So I loved it. I got a couple of really great ones. One is creating an anchor. The other one is time, because you guys, time is our most precious asset that we have. It is worth more than anything. So pay attention to where you're spending your time and what your time is going into. That's super, super important. All right. Well, I hope you got some great takeaways from that. I want to say, yay, Faye Thomas turned in her weekly accomplishment sheet and had some great sales last week. So, yeah, that was it. I know some of you had sales last week. I want to see some weekly accomplishment sheets, and let's get registered for career conference. If you are thinking about going to seminar in July. Let's create a plan for that. If you plan on going to career conference and coming to Anaheim, give me a call. Let's make sure that we do that. And I just wanted to touch base. I know I had chatted with someone today, and, again, pick something that you want to get really good at, as far as whether it's selling the repair set, selling the miracle set. And you guys, we have the Facebook group, the Skin Shine Get Your Glow, and I have a lot of different makeovers and videos in there that they're still all there. So if you want to hear the words, or you want to know kind of some of the stuff to say, if you've got your flip chart, sometimes the newer flip charts have a lot of stuff that I don't know, it's not always what I would say, but you definitely can create flashcards, or you could create your own pages to go in the flip chart so that it's really concise and clear, and you are not necessarily talking about things that you don't need to talk about, but really hitting on the really important things to make sure that you're sharing those items with your customers. I mean, I love to talk about the 4-in-1 cleanser. I love the fact that the encapsulated resveratrol is a botanical anti-aging ingredient that actually is infused in the entire miracle set. But that 4-in-1 cleanser, it's going to cleanse, it's going to tone, it's going to exfoliate. It has a face brightener. And you guys, when you talk about a product that does 4 things instead of 1, you're not buying, right? You're saving your customer money, or your potential customer. You're letting them know that they would be spending so much more money to spend on all those different items if they had to buy them individually, that they would have to spend so much more time and doing all these different products and having all these different things, but they can just get the 4-in-1 cleanser and save so much money and save so much time and have such an amazing cleanser. So get really good at what you need to say about that cleanser, and make sure you match it and pair it with the basic set, which is the moisturizer. And then why not add in the nighttime recovery and the daytime defender? That, get really good about selling your miracle set, and just get out there and share it with people. Take one of your products, get really good, and just go on your personal Facebook page and just talk about it. Just talk about it. Why should everybody have this amazing targeted action toning lotion? I'll tell you why. I put some shorts on today. It is warm outside. It is time for spring and summer. People are going to be buying shorts. They're going to be wearing dresses. They're going to be putting on swimsuits. Why do they need this? Why do they need this, you guys? I know why they need it. Do you know why they need it? You should come up with 3 bullet points of why they need this and talk about it on your personal Facebook page. I challenge you. Talk about a product. All right, guys, I love you. And this is it. Last 4 days of the month of February. So let's rock and roll. And post your takeaways. I'd love to hear what your takeaways were from Bridget. All right. Have a great night. Bye.